Lesson 1, Shared Passions.
Morning, Anna. I was wondering, do you have any hobbies or interests you're really passionate about?
Ooh, that's a great question, John. I'm actually quite passionate about a few things. For one, I absolutely love painting. It's such a wonderful creative outlet for me.
Oh wow, that's amazing. I've always admired people with an artistic talent like painting. It must be so rewarding to create beautiful artwork.
It really is. There's just something so calming and fulfilling about losing myself in a painting. What about you? Do you have any hobbies you're passionate about?
Definitely. I'm a big fan of hiking. There's nothing I enjoy more than getting out in nature and exploring the great outdoors.
That's wonderful, John. Hiking is such a wonderful way to connect with the natural world around us. I can see why you'd be so passionate about it.
Absolutely. There's just something so peaceful and rejuvenating about being surrounded by the beauty of nature. Have you ever tried hiking before?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to. It seems like such a lovely way to spend time. Maybe you could take me on a hike sometime and show me the ropes?
I would love that, Anna. I'd be more than happy to introduce you to the joys of hiking. We could plan a nice little day trip out on the trails.
That sounds amazing. I'm already looking forward to it. And maybe afterwards, we can grab some lunch and you can tell me more about your love of the outdoors.
Sounds like a plan. I'll have to make sure to pack all the essentials: sturdy shoes, water, healthy snacks, the works. Can't have you out there unprepared, you know.
You're so thoughtful, John. I really appreciate you taking the time to share your passion with me. This is going to be such a fun adventure.
Absolutely. I'm excited to share one of my favorite hobbies with someone who's just as enthusiastic about it. This is going to be a great day.
I can't wait. Alright, let's start planning the details. I'm ready whenever you are, John. Lead the way on our hiking expedition.
You got it, Anna. This is going to be the start of a beautiful new hobby for you, I just know it. I'm so glad we get to share this together.
Me too, John. This is going to be wonderful. Okay, let's get the planning underway. I'm ready for my first hike with an expert guide.
Wonderful. All right, let's do it. This is going to be an unforgettable experience, I just know it.
Lesson 2, Accessorizing with Style.
Hey Anna, I've been wanting to ask you about something. What do you think about the role of accessories in fashion?
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up, John. I'm really passionate about accessories and how they can take an outfit to the next level.
I figured you'd have some great insights on that. Accessories always seem to be the finishing touch that really pulls a look together.
Absolutely. The right accessories can completely transform a simple outfit into something so much more stylish and personalized.
Definitely. I'm always amazed at how a few well chosen accessories can make such a difference. It's like they have this magical power.
Exactly. Things like scarves, jewelry, bags, even just the right pair of shoes, they can totally elevate an ensemble.
I couldn't agree more. And I think a lot of people underestimate just how impactful accessories can be. They're not just an afterthought.
I know. Accessories are such an important part of any outfit. They allow you to really express your personal style and flair.
Absolutely. It's amazing how something as simple as a statement necklace or a bold pair of earrings can completely change the vibe.
Totally. And the best part is, accessories are often more affordable than buying a whole new outfit. They're an easy way to update your look.
That's a great point. Accessories give you so much versatility without breaking the bank. You can really maximize your wardrobe.
Exactly. You can take a basic piece like a white tee or a pair of jeans and completely transform it with the right accessories.
I love that idea. It's all about using those little finishing touches to put your own unique spin on things.
Definitely. Accessories are like the cherry on top, they really let your personal style shine through.
Well said, Anna. I feel like I have a whole new appreciation for the power of accessories after this conversation.
I'm so glad, John. Accessories are my passion, and I love being able to share that enthusiasm with others. Fashion is all about self-expression.
Absolutely. And you've definitely inspired me to be more intentional about the accessories I choose. It's going to make getting dressed so much more fun.
I'm thrilled to hear that, John. Accessorizing is a true art form, and I can't wait to see how you put your own spin on it.
Well, you're the expert, so I'll be sure to come to you for advice. This is going to be an adventure, that's for sure.
I can't wait. Alright, let's start planning some killer accessory heavy outfits. This is going to be amazing, John.
You bet. Okay, hit me with your best accessorizing tips, I'm all ears.
Lesson 3: Celebrating Team Successes.
Hey Anna, I wanted to talk to you about something I've been thinking about at work. What do you think about celebrating team achievements more?
You know, that's a really great idea, John. I think acknowledging and celebrating the team's successes can be so motivating.
Definitely. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the day-to-day grind that we forget to take a step back and appreciate the wins.
Absolutely. It's easy to just move on to the next challenge without properly recognizing the hard work that went into previous accomplishments.
Exactly. And I think celebrating those wins, no matter how big or small, can really help boost morale and keep the team energized.
I couldn't agree more. It's such an important part of fostering a positive, collaborative work environment.
Exactly. When the team sees that their efforts are being appreciated, it can inspire them to keep pushing and doing their best.
Definitely. A little recognition can go a long way in keeping people engaged and motivated. It makes them feel valued.
Absolutely. And I think it would be a great way to bring the whole team together, you know? Get everyone involved in the celebration.
That's a fantastic idea, John. Team building activities around celebrating successes could be so much fun and really strengthen those bonds.
Definitely. Maybe we could even get a little creative with it, come up with some unique ways to recognize the team.
Ooh, I love that. We could do something like a awards ceremony or a special team outing. Get people excited about it.
Exactly. Little things like that can make a big difference. It shows you're putting thought and effort into honoring their work.
Absolutely. The more personal and thoughtful, the better. It makes the celebration feel so much more meaningful.
Couldn't agree more. Alright, let's start brainstorming some ideas. I'm excited to get this going and boost team morale.
Me too, John. This is going to be great. I can already feel the energy and excitement building. Let's do this.
Wonderful. Okay, let's get the creative juices flowing. I have a feeling this is going to be an awesome initiative.
I'm with you, John. This is going to be a real game changer. I can't wait to see how the team responds to it.
Absolutely. Alright, let's get started. This is going to be the start of something truly special, I just know it.
Lesson 4: Energizing breakfasts.
Hey Anna, can I ask you something? Have you noticed any difference in your energy levels based on what you eat for breakfast?
That's a great question, John. You know, I've actually been thinking a lot about that lately. I find that when I have a bigger, more substantial breakfast, I tend to feel so much more energized throughout the day.
Ah, I'm glad you've noticed that too. I've been trying to be more mindful of my breakfast choices for that very reason.
Absolutely. It makes such a big difference, doesn't it? A bigger breakfast with things like whole grains, protein, and healthy fats just seems to give me that extra boost.
Definitely. I found that if I just have something small like a piece of toast or a granola bar, I end up dragging by mid morning. But a heartier meal really powers me through.
Exactly. There's something about starting the day with a more filling, nutrient-dense breakfast that just sets you up for success. It's like fuel for your body and mind.
Couldn't agree more. Do you have any go to breakfast options that you find particularly energizing?
Ooh, great question. I really love things like oatmeal with nuts and berries, or a veggie-packed omelet. Those tend to keep me going strong.
Those sound delicious and super satisfying. I've been trying to incorporate more protein into my breakfasts, like eggs or Greek yogurt.
That's a fantastic idea, John. Protein is so key for sustained energy and focus. I bet you feel a real difference on the days you have that versus something lighter.
Absolutely. It's amazing how just a few simple tweaks to my breakfast can make me feel so much more alert and productive throughout the day.
Definitely. It's amazing the impact our morning meal can have. I'm glad we're on the same page about the importance of a hearty breakfast.
Me too. Alright, I'm definitely going to have to try some of your favorite breakfast options. Time to switch things up and see if I can boost my energy even further.
I think you're really going to notice a difference, John. Let me know what you think once you give some of those breakfasts a try.
Will do. Alright, I'm excited to put this into practice. Thanks for the great tips, Anna. Here's to more energizing mornings ahead.
Absolutely. I'm happy I could share what's worked for me. Cheers to fueling our days the right way. This is going to be great.
You bet. Alright, I'm off to plan my next supercharged breakfast. Talk to you soon, Anna.
Lesson 5, Crossing the Bison-Filled Prairie.
Whoa, Anna, you'll never believe what I just read about in this old history book I found. Have you ever heard of the great bison herds that used to roam the prairies?
No, I can't say that I have, John. That sounds absolutely fascinating though. Tell me more about these massive herds of bison.
Well, apparently back in the day, the prairies were home to these huge migratory herds of bison, sometimes numbering in the millions.
Millions? That's just incredible. I can't even begin to imagine what it must have been like to see a herd of that size roaming the open plains.
I know, right? The book says it was truly a sight to behold. But it also presented a major challenge for early pioneers and travelers.
Oh? How so? I'm guessing having millions of massive bison wandering around didn't exactly make for easy cross-country travel.
Exactly. The book says it was incredibly difficult to cross the prairie sometimes, because these enormous herds would block the way.
Wow, I can only imagine. It must have been like trying to drive through a sea of shaggy, lumbering beasts. That would be terrifying.
Absolutely. The pioneers would have to wait patiently for the herd to pass or find creative ways to get around them. Imagine trying to guide a wagon through that.
Goodness, that sounds like quite the ordeal. I'm sure it took a lot of patience and resourcefulness to navigate those bison-filled prairies.
You got that right. According to the book, the herds were so massive that they could sometimes take hours or even days to pass.
Incredible. It's amazing to think about how the landscape and wildlife were so dramatically different back then. Those must have been some wild times.
No kidding. I'm really fascinated by this glimpse into the past. It makes me appreciate just how much the world has changed.
Definitely. It's humbling to realize how drastically the environment and ecosystem has transformed over the centuries. Those huge bison herds are long gone now.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. I'm almost sad I never got to see those majestic creatures roaming free across the open plains.
I know what you mean. It must have been an awe-inspiring sight. Although I suppose we should be grateful the prairies are a bit more navigable these days.
Ah, that's very true. I'll take the occasional deer or coyote over having to ford a river of bison any day. But it's still fascinating to learn about.
Absolutely. This has been such an interesting conversation, John. Thanks for sharing this little slice of history with me. It really puts things in perspective.
My pleasure, Anna. I'm just glad I could introduce you to the mighty bison herds of the past. Learning about the natural world is one of my favorite things.
Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. I'm going to have to see if I can find that book you mentioned. This is the kind of historical tidbit I love learning about.
Great, I'm happy to have sparked your interest. Let me know if you come across any other fascinating facts about those bison herds. I'd love to hear more.
Will do, John. Alright, I'm off to do some research. This has been a wonderfully informative conversation. Can't wait to dive deeper into the history of the prairies.
Sounds good, Anna. Enjoy your research. I'm sure you'll uncover all sorts of amazing details about those incredible bison herds.
Lesson 6, Family Shopping Spree.
Hey Anna, I heard you were planning a big family shopping trip this weekend. Need any help getting everything organized?
Why, that's so sweet of you to offer, John. I would absolutely love some assistance. There's just so much to coordinate when you've got a whole crew to shop for.
I can only imagine. Trying to find the perfect gifts for everyone must be quite the challenge. But I'm happy to lend a hand however I can.
You're the best, John. I'm sure with your help, we can make it a really fun and successful shopping expedition. Everyone will be thrilled with their new goodies.
Well, I'm excited to be involved. Where do you think we should start? I'm picturing a full-on family shopping spree, the works.
Me too. Okay, let's see. I was thinking we'd hit up the mall first, check out some of the clothing stores. The kids are growing so fast, they're in need of new wardrobes.
Good call. Can't have them going around in high waters, right? Once we've got the essentials covered, we can move on to the fun stuff.
Definitely. I was hoping to find some cool new toys and games the whole family can enjoy. Get everyone excited for family game nights.
Love it. We'll make sure to hit up the toy and game sections, stock up on some new entertainment. Gotta keep those kiddos entertained, you know?
Absolutely. And maybe we can even find a few little surprise treats or trinkets to make it extra special. The kids are going to be over the moon.
I have no doubt about that. Alright, let's start drafting up a game plan. We've got a lot of ground to cover this weekend.
You got that right. Okay, let's see. Clothing stores first, then toys and games, and we'll squeeze in a few extra surprises along the way.
Sounds like the perfect family shopping itinerary to me. I'm getting pumped just thinking about all the treasures we're going to uncover.
Me too. This is going to be so much fun. I'm really grateful to have you along, John. It's going to make the whole process so much smoother.
Happy to help, Anna. Anything I can do to make your family's shopping day a success. Let's go give them the ultimate retail therapy experience.
Absolutely. Alright, let's do this. I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when we roll up with all our goodies. This is going to be amazing.
You bet. Okay, lead the way, Anna. I'm right behind you, ready to tackle this shopping extravaganza head on.
Wonderful. Alright, let's get this show on the road. I have a feeling this is going to be one for the books. Time to shop till we drop.
You know it. Alright, let's do this, Anna. This is going to be a family shopping trip they'll never forget.
Lesson 7: The Joys of Charity Shopping.
Hey Anna, can I ask your opinion on something? What do you think about shopping at charity shops?
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up, John. I absolutely love shopping at charity shops. I think they're such a hidden gem.
Me too. There's just something really special about the treasures you can find there. And it's such a great way to support good causes.
Definitely. The selection is always so unique and interesting. And the prices are just unbeatable compared to regular stores.
Totally. I feel like I can find such one-of-a-kind items that really reflect my personal style. It's like a treasure hunt every time.
Exactly. I love the thrill of the hunt and the satisfaction of scoring an amazing deal on something really special.
Absolutely. And the best part is, the money is going towards a worthy cause. It just feels so good to support the community.
I couldn't agree more. Charity shops are such a win-win. You get to find incredible things and make a positive impact at the same time.
Definitely. I feel like more people should be taking advantage of them. The benefits are just so clear.
I agree. I think a lot of people still have this misconception that charity shops are just filled with junk. But that couldn't be further from the truth.
Exactly. The quality and variety of items can be just as good, if not better, than regular retail stores. You just have to keep an open mind.
Absolutely. And the environmental impact is so much better too. It's a much more sustainable way to shop.
Definitely a huge perk. I love that you can find unique, pre-loved items instead of always buying brand new.
Me too. It's just a more conscious, eco-friendly way to shop. I wish more people would give it a try.
I agree, we should definitely spread the word. Charity shops deserve way more recognition for all the good they do.
Totally. I'm going to make it my mission to get more people excited about the joys of charity shopping. It's a game changer.
Love it, Anna. With your enthusiasm, I have no doubt you'll be able to convert plenty of people. I'm already looking forward to our next treasure hunting trip.
Yay, I'm so glad you're on board, John. This is going to be so much fun. Alright, let's start brainstorming ways to spread the charity shop love.
You got it. I'm all ears. This is the start of something big, I can just feel it. The charity shop renaissance is upon us.
Haha, I love your energy, John. Alright, let's do this. Time to show the world what amazing finds are waiting at the local charity shop.
Absolutely. Lead the way, Anna. I'm right behind you, ready to uncover some hidden gems and support an amazing cause.
Wonderful. Alright, let's get this charity shopping movement started. This is going to be epic, John. I can't wait.
Neither can I. Okay, hit me with your best ideas. I'm pumped to get the word out and get more people excited about charity shopping.
Lesson 8, Discovering Trafalgar Square.
Hi Anna, did you know that Trafalgar Square in London was designed by a single architect?
Really? I didn't know that. Who was the architect responsible for the entire layout?
It was Sir Charles Barry, the same architect who designed the Houses of Parliament.
Wow, that's impressive. I always thought Trafalgar Square was just a collection of different elements put together.
Nope, it was all designed by Barry as a cohesive public space. He even included the iconic Nelson's column as the centerpiece.
That's amazing. I wonder what his inspiration was for the design.
Well, Barry was known for his neoclassical style, so he wanted to create a grand, symmetrical plaza that would impress visitors.
And it definitely succeeds in that. Trafalgar Square is such an iconic and beautiful space.
Absolutely. It's become one of the most recognizable landmarks in London, all thanks to the vision of one brilliant architect.
It just goes to show what a single creative mind can accomplish. Trafalgar Square is a true testament to Sir Charles Barry's talents.
Definitely. I love discovering these kinds of architectural gems and the stories behind them.
Me too. It makes you appreciate the place so much more when you know the history and design behind it.
Exactly. Trafalgar Square is more than just a tourist attraction now, it's a work of art.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for sharing this fascinating bit of information, John.
My pleasure, Anna. Anytime you want to explore more of London's architectural wonders, just let me know.
Lesson 9, Refining the Itinerary.
Hey Anna, I'm trying to narrow down my itinerary for the trip, but there's just so much to see. Do you have any tips?
Absolutely. What kind of things are you most interested in seeing or doing?
Well, I want to hit all the major landmarks, but I also want to find some hidden gems and unique experiences.
That makes sense. Have you done any research to get a sense of the must-see spots?
Yeah, I've been looking into it, but there's almost too much information out there. I feel a bit overwhelmed.
I understand that feeling. Maybe we can work together to help you prioritize and streamline your plans.
That would be amazing. Where do you suggest I start?
Okay, let's think this through step by step. First, make a list of the top 5 to 10 things you absolutely don't want to miss.
Alright, let me jot that down. The Tower of London, Buckingham Palace, and the British Museum are definitely on my list.
Great start. What else are you considering?
I was also thinking about taking a cruise along the River Thames and checking out some of the neighborhoods like Soho and Covent Garden.
Those sound like fantastic additions. With those as your anchors, we can start to build out the rest of your itinerary.
Sounds good. Do you have any recommendations for hidden gems or unique experiences I should look into?
Absolutely. Have you thought about visiting one of the city's historic pubs or trying a food tour?
Ooh, a food tour sounds right up my alley. Any particular ones you'd suggest?
Let me do a bit more research and I can send you some options that fit your interests. That way we can really refine this into an amazing itinerary.
You're the best, Anna. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out with this.
Of course. I'm happy to lend a hand. Just send me the list of your must-see spots and I'll get to work.
Will do. This is going to make planning so much easier. Thanks again.
Lesson 10, Uncovering Hidden Gems.
Hey Anna, I was thinking about checking out some flea markets and antique shops during my trip. What do you think?
Ooh, that's a fantastic idea. Flea markets are such a great way to uncover hidden gems and unique finds.
Exactly. I love the thrill of the hunt, you know? You never know what kind of treasures you might stumble upon.
Absolutely. And London has some of the best flea markets and antique shops in the world. Do you have any specific ones in mind?
Not yet, but I was hoping you might have some recommendations. I want to make sure I hit the right spots.
Of course. Camden Market is a classic, they have everything from vintage clothing to rare collectibles.
Camden Market, got it. What else should I check out?
Portobello Road in Notting Hill is another iconic one. They have an amazing selection of antiques and bric-a-brac.
Portobello Road, excellent. Anything else I should add to the list?
Well, if you really want to uncover some hidden gems, I'd suggest checking out some of the smaller, lesser-known markets.
Like what? I'm all ears.
There's a great little flea market in Islington called the Chapel Market that's fantastic for finding unique items.
Ooh, the Chapel Market, that sounds right up my alley. I'll be sure to add that to my list.
Definitely do. And don't be afraid to wander off the beaten path a bit. You never know what kind of treasures you might find.
That's a great point. I'll keep an open mind and explore as much as I can.
Excellent. I'm sure you're going to have an amazing time hunting for those hidden gems.
I can't wait. Thanks so much for the awesome recommendations, Anna. You're a lifesaver.
Happy to help. Let me know if you need any other tips as you finalize your flea market itinerary.
Will do. This is going to make my trip even more special.
Lesson 11, Sharing Travel Recommendations.
Hey Anna, I came across this really cool photography exhibit that I think you'd love.
Oh, really? What is it about? I'm always on the lookout for new art and culture experiences.
It's all about the hidden architecture of London. The photographer has captured these incredible details and angles that you normally don't notice.
Fascinating. I'd love to check that out. Where is the exhibit being held?
It's at this small gallery space in Shoreditch. I can send you the link to the event details later.
Shoreditch, huh? That's such a vibrant and creative neighborhood. I'll have to add that to my list.
Definitely. And while you're in the area, you should also check out this amazing little cafe I found.
Ooh, a new cafe recommendation? Do tell, I'm always on the hunt for good coffee and pastries.
It's called Clemson and Sons. They roast their own beans and the atmosphere is just so cozy and inviting.
Clemson and Sons, got it. I'll make sure to stop by there too. Thanks for the great tips, John.
Of course. I thought you might appreciate discovering some of these hidden gems.
Absolutely. You know how much I love finding unique and off the beaten path spots.
That's why I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you're going to love both the photography exhibit and the cafe.
I can't wait to check them out. I'll let you know what I think after I've had a chance to visit.
Sounds good. And I'm happy to provide any other recommendations if you need them.
That would be wonderful. I'm sure your local knowledge will come in handy as I plan out the rest of my itinerary.
Definitely. Just let me know what else you're interested in and I'll do my best to point you in the right direction.
Will do. I really appreciate you taking the time to share these awesome finds with me.
My pleasure. I'm always happy to help a fellow traveler discover new and exciting things.
You're the best, John. I'm looking forward to exploring these spots and more on my trip.
Excellent. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures.
Lesson 12, Conquering Jet Lag.
Hey Anna, I wanted to ask you something. How do you usually deal with jet lag when you travel?
Ah, jet lag, the bane of every traveler's existence. It can be such a struggle, can't it?
Tell me about it. I just got back from a long trip and I'm still feeling totally wiped out.
Yeah, that sounds like jet lag, alright. I have it too after my last overseas flight. It's the worst.
Ugh, I know. Do you have any tips for getting over it faster? I'm desperate to get back on a normal sleep schedule.
Well, there are a few things that have worked for me in the past. First and foremost, try to adjust to the new time zone as quickly as possible.
Okay, what do you mean by that exactly?
As soon as you land, start shifting your routine to match the local time. Go to bed and wake up at the appropriate hours.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. Staying up late and sleeping in just makes the jet lag worse, doesn't it?
Exactly. It's all about training your body to acclimate. Eat meals at the right times too.
Got it. What else would you recommend?
Staying hydrated and getting some light exercise can also help combat jet lag. Even a short walk can make a difference.
Hydration and exercise, good call. Anything else I should keep in mind?
One last tip, try to limit your caffeine and alcohol intake. Those can disrupt your sleep and make the jet lag linger.
Oof, that's gonna be tough. But I'll do my best to follow all your advice. Hopefully, it helps get me back on track.
I'm sure it will. Just be patient with yourself and listen to your body. Jet lag can be tricky, but it will pass.
I appreciate the tips, Anna. It's good to know I'm not alone in this struggle.
Absolutely. We seasoned travelers have to stick together. Let me know if the jet lag remedies work for you.
Will do. Thanks again, you're a lifesaver.
Happy to help. Wishing you a speedy recovery from the jet lag. Enjoy getting back into your routine.
Thanks, I'll do my best. Talk to you soon.
Lesson 13, Going Organic.
Actually, yes, lately I've been wanting to switch to more organic brands. What do you think about that?
The organic movement, it's really been gaining a lot of traction lately, hasn't it? I think it's a great choice.
Yeah, I'm curious to learn more about the benefits. What made you decide to go the organic route?
Well, for me, it was mainly about trying to reduce my exposure to all the harsh chemicals and additives in conventional products.
That makes sense. I've heard organic can be better for the environment too. Is that something you've noticed?
Definitely. The organic farming practices tend to be much more sustainable and eco-friendly. It's a win-win.
Interesting. And what about the cost? Isn't organic usually more expensive?
You're right, the price tag can be higher, but I feel it's worth it for the quality and peace of mind.
That's a good point. Do you have any tips for finding affordable organic options?
Absolutely. Shopping at farmers markets, joining a CSA, and looking for store-brand organic products can help keep costs down.
I'll have to check out those options. Anything else I should keep in mind as I start transitioning?
Well, be prepared for the flavors and textures to be a bit different from what you're used to. Organic produce, for instance, often has a more robust taste.
Good to know. I'll have to adjust my palate a bit. Any other advice before I dive in?
Just take it one step at a time. Don't feel like you have to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Baby steps are key.
That's a relief. I don't want to get overwhelmed and give up. Gradual changes sound like the way to go.
Exactly. Just focus on swapping out one or two of your most heavily used products at first. Build up from there.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for all the helpful tips, Anna. I feel much more informed and ready to go organic.
I'm glad I could provide some useful insights. Let me know how it goes as you start making the transition.
Will do. I appreciate you taking the time to walk me through this. It's a big change, but I'm excited to give it a try.
That's wonderful, John. I'm sure you'll be glad you did. Wishing you the best of luck on your organic journey.
Thank you, I'm sure I will. Alright, time to hit the store and start stocking up.
Lesson 14, The Evolution of Jazz.
Hey Anna, did you know that by the beginning of the 20th century, a fully developed form of jazz was being called the blues?
Interesting, I didn't realize the blues was considered an early form of jazz. Can you tell me more about the origins and evolution of jazz?
Absolutely. The roots of jazz can be traced back to the late 19th century in African American communities, particularly in New Orleans.
New Orleans, huh? What was happening there that led to the birth of this new musical genre?
Well, the city was a melting pot of cultures. You had influences from ragtime, gospel, blues, and even Caribbean music all coming together.
Wow, that must have created this incredibly vibrant and unique sound. How did jazz progress from those early New Orleans origins?
As jazz spread to other cities like Chicago and New York, it started to evolve and diversify. You had the rise of different subgenres like swing, bebop, and cool jazz.
Fascinating. Each of those must have had their own distinct styles and instrumentation. What were some of the key differences?
Swing, for example, was known for its lively, danceable rhythms and big band sound. Bebop, on the other hand, was more complex and improvisational.
Ah, yes, I can picture the difference in energy and overall vibe between those two styles. What about cool jazz? How did that fit into the evolution?
Cool jazz emerged in the 1950s as a more subdued and cerebral counterpart to the intensity of bebop. It had a more introspective, atmospheric quality.
That's really interesting. It's amazing to see how jazz constantly reinvented itself and branched out in new directions over the decades.
Absolutely. Jazz has such a rich and fascinating history. It's one of the truly great American art forms.
I agree completely. Tracing the evolution of jazz is like taking a journey through 20th century music and culture. It's endlessly fascinating.
Definitely. I could talk about this topic for hours. There's just so much depth and nuance to explore.
Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. I'm going to have to do some more research on the history of jazz. Thanks for the wonderful overview, John.
My pleasure. I'm always happy to share my love of music, especially when it comes to the incredible artistry of jazz.
I can tell. Your passion for the subject really shines through. I look forward to delving deeper into this incredible musical legacy.
Excellent. Let me know if you ever want to discuss jazz further. I'd be more than happy to geek out about it with you.
You can count on that. Jazz has a new fan in me thanks to this enlightening conversation.
Wonderful. I'm glad I could pique your interest in this truly remarkable and timeless genre of music.
Lesson 15, Anticipating Guest Needs.
Certainly, I'll bring an extra blanket to your room right away. Is there anything else I can do to make your stay more comfortable?
That's so thoughtful of you, thank you. Actually, the room does feel a bit chilly. Would it be possible to adjust the thermostat as well?
Absolutely, no problem at all. Let me take care of that for you right now. We want to make sure you're cozy and warm.
I really appreciate your attentiveness. It's making such a difference already. Oh, and would it be alright if I request a later checkout time tomorrow?
Of course, we'd be happy to accommodate a later checkout for you. Just let me make a note of that in the system.
Wonderful, thank you. I have an early meeting in the morning, so that extra time will be so helpful.
Excellent, I'm glad I could assist with that. Is there anything else I can do to make your stay more pleasant?
Let me think. Oh, would it be possible to have a small fridge in the room? I have some leftovers I'd like to keep chilled.
Absolutely, we can definitely get a mini fridge delivered to your room right away. Anything else?
I think that covers it for now, thank you so much. I really admire your proactive and attentive service.
It's my pleasure, ma'am. Providing an exceptional guest experience is our top priority. Please don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything else I can do.
I will, thank you. I'm already feeling right at home, thanks to your wonderful hospitality.
I'm so glad to hear that. Enjoy the rest of your stay, and let me know if there's anything else I can assist you with.
Will do. I appreciate you taking the time to ensure my needs are met. It's making all the difference.
That's what we're here for. I'm happy I could help make your stay more comfortable and enjoyable.
Wonderful. I'll be sure to leave a glowing review for your exceptional service.
Thank you, ma'am, that's very kind of you. I look forward to continuing to provide you with an excellent experience.
I have no doubt you will. I'm in good hands. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.
You're most welcome. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Lesson 16, Efficient Errand-Running.
Hey Anna, could you also grab some milk while you're out?
Sure thing. Any specific type or brand you'd like me to pick up?
Just the regular whole milk would be great. Maybe grab a half gallon if they have it.
Whole milk, got it. I'll keep an eye out for the larger size as well. Anything else I should add to the list?
Well, since you're going to the store, would you mind grabbing a loaf of bread too? Just the standard white or wheat is fine.
Absolutely, bread is on the list. Whole milk and a loaf of bread, I'll make sure to pick those up.
Wonderful, you're a lifesaver. I really appreciate you taking the time to run these errands for me.
No problem at all. I'm happy to help out. Is there anything else you need before I head to the store?
Let me think. Oh, and if they have any fresh fruit, maybe grab a few apples or bananas? Those would be great for snacks.
Excellent idea. Apples or bananas, I'll grab a variety. Anything specific you're craving, or just whatever looks good?
I'd say just go with whatever looks the freshest and ripest. I'm good with either apples or bananas.
You got it. Milk, bread, and fresh fruit, I'll make sure to pick up all the essentials. Is there a particular time you need me to be back?
No rush at all, take your time. Maybe in the next 30 to 45 minutes if that works for you?
Perfect, that gives me plenty of time. I'll be sure to get everything on the list and be back before you know it.
Awesome, you're the best. I really appreciate you taking care of this for me. It's a huge help.
Of course, I'm happy to lend a hand. Alright, I'm off to the store. I'll see you in a bit with the goods.
Sounds good, thanks again, Anna. I'll get started on the other to-do items while you're out.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make it quick so you can tackle the rest of your list. See you soon.
Looking forward to it. Have a safe trip and I'll see you when you get back.
Lesson 17, Encouraging Fitness Habits.
Will do, and keep up the great work with your running routine too.
Thanks, John. It's been so rewarding to stick with it. I feel healthier and more energized than ever.
That's awesome to hear. Consistent exercise can really make a huge difference, both physically and mentally.
Absolutely. I've noticed such an improvement in my mood and overall sense of well-being.
Definitely. It's amazing how a little daily activity can have such a profound impact.
Exactly. And I've been trying to mix it up too, like adding some strength training a couple times a week.
Nice, diversifying your routine is a great way to keep things interesting and target different muscle groups.
Definitely. I find that cross training helps prevent boredom and keeps my body challenged.
That's a smart approach. Variety is key when it comes to maintaining a sustainable fitness regimen.
Totally. And I've even started looking into some fun group workout classes to try.
Ooh, group classes can be such a great way to stay motivated and have a little social time too.
Exactly. I'm thinking of trying a spin class or maybe even a dance-based workout.
Awesome, those sound like a lot of fun. Group classes can really inject some excitement into your routine.
I'm really excited to give them a try. It'll be a nice change of pace from my solo runs.
For sure. And if you ever need a workout buddy, I'd be more than happy to join you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I'd love the company and the accountability.
Definitely. We could motivate each other and make it a fun social activity.
Sounds perfect. I'll let you know when I sign up for a class and you can join me.
Awesome, can't wait. It'll be great to get in shape together.